Today on Geek Advisor, I'm going to show you how to clean up your system and free up some hard drive space. The first thing we want to do is figure out how much hard drive space we have. So let's go down to the search down here and type in storage. And we'll go to storage settings. We'll click on that. Alright, I've got 81.9 gigabytes used and 29.7 gigabytes free. This is a 112 gigabyte SSD hard drive. It's actually 120, but it shows as 111 here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a print screen of that, so we've got that for later. And now we're going to go down to Explorer. We're going to click on that. And we're going to look through some of these folders. When you download something, it usually ends up in the download folder. So I'm going to look for some junk files here. I created a folder here and I put a bunch of junk in it, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Alright, then you just want to look through your different folders and see what's there and see if there's anything that needs to be deleted. Things that you're aware of, things that you've created and you know for certain that you can delete them. Be very careful when deleting files because you can mess up your computer if you delete the wrong files. So that's the first thing that I would do. So go through your folders, figure out if there's anything that you don't need anymore and get rid of it. The next thing you want to do is uninstall any programs on the system that you don't need anymore. Let's go down to the search again. We'll type in uninstall. We'll click on add or remove programs. And then we'll go down and see if there's any programs that we can get rid of. Now, like Candy Crush Saga. This is a YouTube video machine, so I'm never ever going to use that. So I can uninstall that. Cooking Fever. I don't need that. I'm going to uninstall that. So just go through your programs here and see if there's anything you can get rid of. If there's any games or any other software that you don't need anymore, you can go ahead and get rid of it. So that's the second step. Let's go ahead and close this. The next thing we want to do is run disk cleanup. Let's go down to the search. Let's type in disk. Let's click on disk cleanup. This is an application that's part of Windows. It goes through and gives us some items that we can get rid of. Now, we want to check downloaded program files, that's fine. Temporary internet files, that's fine. System created Windows error reports, that's fine. We can get rid of DirectX shader cache. Delivery optimization files, we can get rid of those. Do not click on downloads because that'll get rid of your entire downloads directory. We don't want that to go away. It's huge. I have a lot of stuff in the downloads directory. I would hate to lose that. Let's click on recycle bin, temporary files, and thumbnails. Thumbnails are the pictures that are created when you look in folders. The thumbnails of different images, if you have it set to view thumbnails. Alright, let's go down here. Let's click OK. It says, are you sure you want to permanently delete these files? Let's go ahead and say delete files. It's going to go through and it's going to get rid of all those files that we just clicked on. After we do the disk cleanup, we want to get a program called CC Cleaner. Let's go down to Firefox and open that up. You can use Chrome or Firefox or whatever browser you want to use. I'm going to click on Firefox. Let's go here to the search and type in majorgeeks.com. After Major Geeks opens up, let's go down to the search here and let's type in CC Cleaner. Hit enter. It'll do a search for that. Now it gives us some options for CC Cleaner. They have a slimmed down version, a standard version, and a professional version. Let's go ahead and just click the standard version. We can go ahead and we can download it from the author's site. This is an ad-supported program, just to let you know, so that's how they make their money off the program. Or you can buy a full-blown version. But for this circumstance, we can just use the free version. That's fine. Let's go ahead and hit the download authors from the author's site. And let's go ahead and save it. This is going to go ahead and download it to our system. Let's go ahead and open it up by left-clicking on that. Do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? We're going to say yes. Let's go ahead and close this browser and get it out of the way. This is unpacking and loading the software. Let's go ahead and hit install. It's going to create an icon over here on the desktop. We can go ahead and we can hit run. Now, let's go over here and look. It's going to go ahead and delete some things off of the computer. Internet. Now it's going to try to load the browser here because it wants to take us to CC Cleaner. Let's close that. Alright, so we're going to delete internet cache. That's fine. Internet history, that's fine unless you don't want to. Cookies, you want to uncheck that. Download history, we can get rid of that. Last downloaded location, we can get rid of that. Recently typed URLs. Some people like to leave that on, some people don't. That's it remembers things that you've typed in before. So let's uncheck that. Now these are this is Microsoft Edge and this is Internet Explorer. It really depends upon which browser that you're using. There again, let's not get rid of cookies because that has passwords in it. And let's go to Applications. Now I happen to use Firefox, so I don't want to get rid of my cookies in Firefox because I want it to remember my passwords. The last download location, that's fine. Download history, that's fine. Internet history, internet cache, that's fine. Same thing with Google Chrome. I use that once in a while and I may have saved some passwords in there, so let's go ahead and uncheck cookies. The rest of this is fine. Then it's going to get rid of some of the temporary files and such from some of these programs. So let's go ahead and hit Analyze. And I don't have a lot of temp files and such on this computer right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just hit Run Cleaner. It's going to go ahead and it's going to make sure that we want to do this. The selected files will be deleted from your PC. Do you wish to continue? I'm going to say yes. Let's continue. Now just make sure you check over these options thoroughly and make sure you want to get rid of the temp files and such from these different programs, and make sure that if you use Firefox, don't get rid of your cookies. If you use Firefox or Chrome, don't get rid of your cookies. That's the most important thing, I would say. And it's all done. The cleaning is completed. It took about 8 seconds or so on this particular computer. I'm going to go ahead and close this. And it also installed it on the computer, and it's got smart cleaning enabled so that it will try to clean up any temp files or things in the future. I'm going to say okay, thanks. So let's compare our storage to what we had before. Let's go down to the search. We'll type in storage. We'll click on storage settings. And we have 70.8 gigabytes used and 40.9 gigabyte free. And it looks like we saved 12 to 13 gigs of storage compared to what we had before, right down here. So that's basically how you free up some space on your computer and clean it up. Alright, I've got some other videos here I'd like you to check out. I've got one here on the left on how to secure your Chrome browser, and I've got a playlist on my right on Windows tips. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.